Hey everyone, Logan Greenberg with Sunrise Law Group here. Want to create this short video to answer a question we get all the time, which is, what is a succession? And usually we're asked, do I need one? And so for a lot of people, if they haven't dealt with the loss of a loved one or a family member, they haven't had to go through the succession process, and so understandably they may not know what it is or the fact that it exists. The succession process is basically just the legal process of what we do with someone's property after they've passed away. And so that process involves settling their estate. That's what we call a person's assets and liabilities when they pass away. And so generally speaking, it is a legal process that you have to go to court and file paperwork with the court where the person who passed away lived, and you have to open the succession process. Now that process starts with paying off the debts of the person who passed away. And so unfortunately those debts do follow you into the afterlife. Your creditors will actually expect to get paid even if you've passed away. And so those creditors will expect the estate to pay the debts that are owed to them. The second part of the process is, after the debts are paid, hopefully there's property left over in the estate. Usually there is. And now we have to distribute that property. And so that is literally just the process of taking things and giving them to the people that the person who passed away said wanted to get those things. And so let's say you write in your will that you want your Ferrari to go to your brother who lives in Chicago. Well, the estate, whoever's administering it, will actually make sure that that Ferrari goes to the brother in Chicago. So all of the property of the estate is distributed according to a will or according to Louisiana law. After the property is distributed, there's actually still one more step. And so basically the end of a succession is when you would transfer ownership of all of the property in the estate that's been distributed. And so one thing I often get asked is, well, you know, my mother had a will. In the will, she said that I should get this house, so don't I just automatically now own the house because my mother passed away? And unfortunately, the answer I have to give is no. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that. You do have to go to court and you have to have ownership actually legally passed. And the way we do that is we file something called a judgment of possession that a judge signs off on, saying, all right, now that all of the debts of the estate have been paid and the property distributed accordingly, we are now going to legally sign this possession, and we are going to transfer ownership legally to all the people that have that property. So that is essentially the three-step process that happens in any succession. It is the only way that someone's estate is wrapped up in the state of Louisiana. And so the second question we get is, do I need a succession? And the answer is, if you have a loved one who's passed away and they have property to distribute, then unfortunately, yes, you will have to go through the succession process to transfer ownership and distribute all of their property. If you have any questions about this at all, or have any questions about anything involving estate planning or wrapping up someone's estate like this, please do go ahead and reach out to us at any time.